Hello everybody and welcome back to WTK's Rock Solid Sports fresh off the court. Tonight, Joseph Bonanno and I, Jack Foster, are recapping the Lady Vols 86-64 win over Mississippi State. The Lady Vols scored 56 in the second half. That's the highest point total they've had in any 30 minutes this in conference play, second most in the season, and they were led by Tamari Key, tying her career high with 23 points, also had 15 boards, an absolute electric performance from the junior center. So Joseph, I'll lead it off with that. What was the big overall takeaway tonight?
Well, like you said, it was Tamari Key, but it wasn't just her. Tess Darby, 5 for 6 from deep, 17 points. And, she got a little bit, we talked to her earlier in the season. She says she doesn't really drive much, but she did get that offensive rebound and put back bucket. So,
that was nice.
That was nice. But, that's her career high, 17 points, shooting 5 3-pointers. And, she really opened things up for Tamari Key because you saw not only was she just absolutely overwhelming in height, but just physicality as well. Every time I think she got in the paint, she got the ball and she at least made an attempt. And if she missed, I think she got it back and put it back in.
No, Tess Darby's just an absolute sniper. 5 of 6 from 3. I mean, can it get much better than that?
Not really, Jack. Not really.
And a fun Tess Darby fact here, we didn't get a chance to recap the South Carolina game, obviously because it was in Columbia. But in that game, she made 2 2-pointers. Before that, she had not made a 2-pointer in 2 months.
Speaking of 2-pointers, Tamari Key even pulled up from behind the free throw line for a jumper. I don't think I've ever seen that from her. So when you got your big center who records 6 blocks, 15 rebounds, and 23 paint points, pulling up from behind the free throw line, something's going good for your offense.
Yes, and now Tamari Key with her 6 blocks tonight is 12 away from tying Candace Parker for the most in program history in blocks. Just what do you think of her time here at UT becoming just an absolute unit in the paint?
What Kelly Harper said, when you can get close to Candace Parker in any statistical category, you're doing something right. And Tamari Key has proved that she belongs here at Tennessee, and she's one of the best to do it, at least defensively.
Yes, defensively. She's been incredible during her time on Rocky Top, and she could have had 7 blocks tonight. It was kind of a weak call there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the fourth quarter she put a nasty block back when a weak hip check kind of took it away. So,
and that was maybe not the most nastiest block tonight, but that was definitely one of them.
It was one of them.
It shook the floor a little bit.
She had one that was spiked right back onto the floor.
Yeah.
So,
she had a lot of great TK swats tonight. But let's move the conversation to Alexis Dye. This is a player that Kelly Harper's been looking to step up in the absence of Jordan Horston just because of her physical nature, her ability to get the boards. She had 8 rebounds tonight with 13 points. What do you think of the Troy transfer's performance?
She scored her 1,000th point, 1,000th career point. So that's fabulous for her. She's had a pretty good career, and she's just continuing it here on Rocky Top. Kelly Harper said that not only has she grown as a player she's playing really well over these last few stretches, but her personality just kind of uplifts the team. Kelly Harper said that anytime you talk to her, you just can't help but have a smile on your face because she's just that kind of person. But if she can come in, especially with Horston being out and Kean Green being out, if she can come in and she can consistently make a difference on the court, I think the Lady Vols are going to be all right in the postseason. Yeah,
great performance from Dye down low tonight. And Dye is one of the only Lady Vols who has like a specific nickname. Other people have nicknames that kind of go with their names, but hers is Snoop. It's just Snoop.
Yeah, even Kelly Harper can't even call her Alexis. It's Snoop from here on out.
And that just kind of shows the relationship she has with her teammates. Obviously, this is her first year with Tennessee, and it's been a pretty good one. She becomes the 3rd Lady Vol to get her 1,000th point this season with Ray Burrell and Jordan Walker.
And speaking of Jordan Walker maybe didn't have the best statistical game, but she was almost nearly at a triple-double with 9 points, 8 boards, and 7 assists. And, Kelly Harper earlier this week said that her voice has kind of grown since losing Horston and Kean Green to injury. And we really saw it here. She seemed to really be a floor general out there.
Yeah, it was a great performance from Jordan Walker. I was really impressed, especially in that second half. I think she had 7 points in the third quarter, so that was where the majority...
A 30-point third quarter.
Yeah, 30-point third quarter for Tennessee. So
very dominant.
That's where the majority of her points came from. Just let's talk about that 30-point third quarter real quick. What does that say about Tennessee's ability to come out of the break and just, light it up?
Well, it just shows that it doesn't matter what happens. I mean, they had 12 first half turnovers, only 7 in the second half, and they came out and they completely forgot about it. So that short memory is going to be really good, especially in the postseason. But when you can come out and forget, I think they ended. Kelly Harper said they ended that second quarter with a really bad 3 minutes, giving up a lot of deep threes to Mississippi State. I think Mississippi State went on a 11-2 run,
11-4 run,
11-4 run, I believe. So when you can come out and you can just completely forget that and completely change, I mean, teams cannot really, they can't prepare for that because they're prepared on what they've seen in that first half.
Right, absolutely. And talking big picture here to end this edition of Fresh Off the Court, Tennessee now clinches a double bye in the SEC tournament with their 11th conference win tonight. And just what does this say? What is this going to do for their confidence heading into that big matchup against number 8 LSU right here in Thompson-Boling Arena on Sunday?
Well, when you lose some key core players like Jordan Horston and Kean Green, it can really hurt a team. But I think they've shown a different response, even with some of the tough losses since then, and especially tonight. Just when you can get production from some bench players and from some players that you maybe haven't seen all season, it just shows that, hey, you're still in this, and then when you can clinch that double bye, you just know that, hey, our trip to success, our trip to that SEC championship is going to be a little bit easier.
Yes, and I should mention that Kai Wynn did play 18 minutes tonight, filling in for Brooklyn Miles, who was inactive due to disciplinary reasons, but Kai Wynn did a pretty good job filling in for some big minutes tonight as the Lady Vols get the 22-point win right here in Thompson-Boling Arena. After losing 2 straight, they make an emphatic win tonight over the Lady Bulldogs. Now they got number 8 LSU right here in Knoxville on Sunday. For Joseph Bonanno, I'm Jack Foster, and thank you for watching Fresh Off the Court, presented to you by WTK's Rock Solid Sports.